Hello and welcome back to all my beautiful friends out there. Thank you so much for joining me on the channel today. We are studying the lessons of A Course in Miracles here, and we're doing lesson number 149, which we're still in a review period. Today review, tomorrow review, and then the next day we go back out into the new lesson territory. Very excited to return out there and see what's next for us. Although I'm definitely getting a lot out of this review period, particularly because of what I'm going through in my physical body and all the thoughts and all the experiences and the fears and the worrying, the different, more like, lower vibrational negative energies that are passing through me. It's interesting, and it's been a good opportunity to hold these feelings and still continue on without feeling bad for myself or feeling sorry for myself or identifying with something that's happening to my body. It's been really a nice little tightrope to walk. So our lesson, the overall theme for the review period is my mind holds only what I think with God. And today's lessons for review are: when I am healed, I am not healed alone, and heaven is the decision I must make. So once again, these lessons are paired together so nicely because the first concept, when I'm healed, I'm not healed alone, it's just another level of awareness around the idea of oneness and atonement at one meant. We are never doing anything alone, particularly when it has to do with our journey of awakening. And, calling it a healing journey, it might almost put some people off because it sounds like there's something wrong and something that needs to be healed or fixed. And I just feel like we could look at healing as a way of just kind of bringing everyone back to their original template. And not that there's anything that's wrong. Rather, we have untrue beliefs in our mind. We have indoctrination and programming that our ego basically brings us into unconsciously, and our bodies and our minds and our actions, our words are in alignment with this program or untrue belief versus reality, truth, heaven, oneness, God, the Holy Spirit's thought system, Jesus, etc. So the way that we can look at healing is just coming into oneness, salvation, awakening, forgiveness, peace. We never experience anything alone, and especially those things. We are those things. That's our birthright. And when we start to remember that and continue to tell ourselves that, it will appear that things start to shift and change around us. And then you might get hit with another challenge. Like for me, the physical challenge is upon me right now. And it's like, what do I think about it? And when I talk to other people about it and I listen to their commentary or their advice about it, how does that land for me? Do I believe that, or do I believe this other thing? So it's been very interesting to navigate the space of healing, because it does have to do with me in the physical in my body, but it's also completely happening in my mind. And I'm very present to it, allowing the emotions to flow through, allowing the symptoms to be there, and I decide whether or not I want to soothe them or what I want to do with them. But it's just all a messaging system, giving me an indication of where I'm at on my journey, and also that it doesn't mean anything unequivocally about my morality or my life. This is very small potatoes stuff in the long run. But I think I'm seeing this so much differently than I ever have before when dealing with some kind of an illness or what have you. So I'm glad. I feel like I've moved forward in my journey, and it's helping me to share it, because it's forcing me to actually articulate things, whether they're understandable or not, and share it with an audience that is, also in their own kind of movie theater, making their own movie, and everybody has their own definitions of sickness and healing. So we are not doing any healing work alone. We may not know when we've reached certain goalpost and how much we are doing an amazing job in spreading peace, love, and forgiveness around the world, we may not have any idea, but we have to trust that we're not doing it alone, and we're only being hit with challenges because we're ready. We've reached that level of healing, or at one-ment, atonement. We're returning to the truth of who we are. So the heaven is the decision I must make is sort of basically reiterating what I just said, is it's a choice to focus on the progress that we're making, and knowing that doing this work is emptying us out from any energy blocks, anything that we're holding on to. It's correcting untrue beliefs. It's helping us release guilt, which is like the biggest thing that, according to the Course, that slows us down on our journey. We let go of guilt, we let go of judgment, we let go of resentment, and suddenly our path kind of opens up, and the things, the people, places, and things around us begin to shift and change. So we're at a very important point in the lessons 149 and in our own incarnations. During this particular time in the history of the multiverse, there's a lot of, I think, very powerful things that are happening with people who are waking up and taking this lesson, any of the lessons, very seriously, and reading them like this is medicine. Speaking of healing, these lessons, these review periods, all of it is an opportunity to continue to plant these seeds in your mind, in your consciousness, and to reassure you, first, that you're not alone, and secondly, that you get to choose heaven or hell in every single moment of the day. So I hope that you continue to choose heaven. I hope you've enjoyed these lessons. I hope to see you later on today. We're going to have our Zoom meetup and just talk some more about the Course and whatever comes up in the meeting. And if I didn't get you this time, I will do my best to get a website together so that we can communicate other than on YouTube. It just hasn't happened for me yet. I apologize. But maybe that could be part of your forgiveness practice with me. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you again on the next video.